The S&P 500 has a very nice setup. We have a very nice gap which we are about to enter in, and not only that, we are approaching a major level of resistance. In this video, I want to go over a play on the S&P 500 that I am looking at tomorrow market open. I want to go in very in-depth on the S&P 500 and the overall trend on the daily time frame as well as the weekly time frame. If you guys enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe and make sure to leave a like. Now, I did start up a weekly newsletter, email newsletter. So basically every week I would go over the top stocks I'm watching for this week or just market updates. So for example, this is a very nice example that I just sent out today. So if you guys want to receive email newsletters and what I am looking at and all the very in-depth levels, which is very simple, open the link in the description. I'll have that in the description. You guys can send out the form, give me the email, and I will be sending out newsletters every week. So overall, let's get started. Also make sure to subscribe or follow me on Twitter, but let's get started. So on the S&P 500, I want to take a look at three things. The first thing that I want to take a look at is the overall weekly trend, and then the next thing that I want to take a look at is the daily trend and what it is doing on the daily trend. And then I want to take a look at the gap. So we have a very nice gap which I want to go over, and then I will be recapping this at the end of the video. So I do have this video timestamp. So let's take a look at the weekly time frame first, and let's take a look at a very big picture. So overall, the market has really been just plummeting since we are in a recession. Interest rates have been high. There has been a lot of panic. So taking a look at the weekly time frame, we are plummeting. Now, occasionally we have these nice run-ups, and usually where we test this downtrend level of resistance. So we do have a massive drop, but then we have these rallies, drop, rally, drop, and rally. And right now we are in our third rally. So we had first, second, third. So this is our third rally going into this week. Now let's take a look at the smaller time frame. On the smaller time frame, we are making higher lows. So we are making higher lows. So these are our lows, and we are making higher lows. Now this is good because if you are a bull, we are making higher lows. Just as if we took a look at a previous example, we were making higher lows, and just like that before. Now what we need to watch for if you are a bull is to hold these higher low levels. So as I explained in my email newsletter, we need to hold $390 for the bull, because if we take a look at the chart, the $390 mark is our our support level. So as a bull, you need to really hold this level of support. So these are our higher lows, and as a bull, we need to hold this level. Now, if we take a look at a closer picture, we actually have a nice setup. We have a nice setup for our calls, which is this gap. So we have this gap, which I want to talk about in a second, and then we have this level of resistance, and on top of that, this acting as a level of support for potentially our stop loss. So let's get ahead and let's get deep dive into the S&P 500. So if we actually take a look at a closer picture, let's zoom in over here, and we have a gap. So a gap is a nice psychological level, and usually these gaps are caused during pre-market and after-market movements. So this was caused during pre-market news, some news pre-market. And if we take a look at the chart, and let's just take a look at the price action. So the previous high, we hit this level of resistance, we rejected, we made a low, and now we are coming back to test this level of resistance. So taking a look at the chart, we are looking at a nice level of resistance. So if you break this level of our resistance, I want to buy in calls right around over here, and my price target is going to be around $410. Now, not only that, the gap level is $400 for the S&P 500. So for this SPY, 400 is going to be our entry, and above 400 we have the gap fill. Now this to me is very interesting because, again, we have a psychological level of resistance, but we also have a psychological number, which is $400 and then $410. So to me, SPY looks very nice and very bullish. We take a look at the chart. I want to play this gap tomorrow, probably buy in a call for next week, and we can probably fill this gap tomorrow or the next day after that, because keep in mind that market does close early for Thanksgiving Day. So this is what I'm looking at for the SPY. Now let's zoom in a little bit over here and gotta go over here a little more in depth on what I am looking at. So above $402 or around $400, I'm gonna have this green. So above $400, which is kind of our gap entry, or $402, this is where I am looking to enter in calls. And then we have a nice level of resistance, which is $409. So around this level of resistance, which is going to be our price target. So this is what I'm looking at. Make sure to go to tradingview.com, use my link in the description, because I do have 60% off and a free month for TradingView if you guys do use my link in the description. So overall, SPY does look very interesting. And then we take a look at the RSI, and as SPY approaches, and if SPY does run, and eventually if it does fill that gap, we can expect the RSI to hit this level of resistance. But for right now, we are taking a look at a short-term call play. Calls above $400, price target $410, and after that I'll make a updated video. So overall, that is what I'm looking at for the S&P 500. Okay, this is what I'm looking at. Again, if you guys want to go over and sign up for my newsletter, I do have limited spots available. So in conclusion, bulls need to hold $390. So this is the higher low, which I talked about. We need to hold this level. We need to stay in this previous trend line, because if we take a look at, again, kind of like the past, if we break this level and then we kind of head back down to that side. So bulls need to hold the $390 above $402, price target 410. So as I talked about, the gap above 402, price target 410, and 410 is a tough level to break. So I'll be selling my calls over there. So overall, make sure to subscribe, make sure to leave a like, follow us on Twitter. We had a great play on Home Depot. But overall, see you guys tomorrow. I'll be making a video on Black Friday top stocks to watch and buy for Black Friday. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys later. Bye bye.